How do you guys solve this riddle of paint defense?
You know, in the trenches, you just got to be a little bit tougher. You know, we got to help each other. We got to communicate. We just got to play better all around.
It seemed like the first half you guys were able to play with pace and get downhill. Did they slow things down in the second half?
I mean, we still scored 60 points in the paint. They had 78, you know, so obviously that's uncalled for, and, you know, we just got to be better.
After last night's game, you know, of course, you said it's a two-game losing streak, so we'll have something to talk about at 3.
We got to be better.
Is that something, I mean, you guys have to talk after tonight's game?
No, we got to be better. No ifs, ands, or buts. We got to play better all facets of the game, offensively, defensively, and everything in between.
Showdown, just you and Dwayne going back and forth and hitting big shots against each other. Is that, you embrace things like that going against a guy like him?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, obviously, we're on the other side of our career, but we're still able to make plays. And anytime we get an opportunity to play against each other, it's always we're always grateful for the opportunity.
You're probably not in a mood to talk about it, but you were wearing the Cubs uniform coming in. Talk about catching up on that bet from him, and what was the word that?
Where I come from, if you make a bet and you lose, you got to pay up. It's that simple.
LeBron, before these 3 losses, was there anything in the 13-2 start that you're like, we still need to shore this up?
Well, I say that all the time. My message about that doesn't change. I always say we got to continue to get better. It doesn't change, no matter we're on a 20-game winning streak. We got to, you know, stay with the process and get better every day, so that never change. And my message is always the same.
LeBron, Dwayne said yesterday that
Dwayne said before the game yesterday that this is special for him every time he plays against you. It's not a cliche. It's not just another game. It's more. Do you feel that way when you play against him? That it's more. It's not just another game?
Absolutely. You know, we both drafted in the same year. You know, both you know, have franchises we had to try to, you know, put on our back, and we was able to do that and be successful. And then we teamed up and was successful once again, and you know, we're trying to do it again. So, you know, like I said, it's always special.
what's the difference that you noticed Dwayne making with this Bulls team?
I don't know. Ask Coach Hoiberg. It's not my expertise.
Ty talked earlier this week about complacency, and you spent a lot of time last year, early on the season, saying we haven't won anything, we don't have any reason. Do you feel like you're back in that spot right now of being a little bit complacent?
You got to get out of the honeymoon stage. That's our headline for tomorrow. I know y'all gonna use it.
How do you do that?
How you do that? You got to play the game the right way. You got to battle every night like we ain't won nothing. Last year was last year, and after ring night is over with. So now it's a new season, and everybody's gunning for us every night, and we have to understand that. So, honeymoon stage is over. It's time to play some real ball and be physical, and you know, especially in the trenches. Giving up 78 points is ridiculous. You got to man up, everybody.
No free throws for you tonight, LeBron?
What you saying?
I'm sorry?
What you saying?
Oh, I'm asking you. Was there
You saw it? You saw it? There's a reason for what?
Was there a reason for you not getting to the line?
I got to the paint. I hit some jump shots. I didn't get to the line. What are you looking for?
Kyrie, you guys' defense giving up points in the paint was a problem again tonight. If it was identified earlier in the week, where do you think things went wrong tonight?
Probably just a little miscommunications, some miscues going down the stretch. You know, guys, you know, kind of not leaving their mans and you know, being available for weeks out help. I mean, they've made some tough lifts tonight, but for us, we just got to get better at protecting the paint and you know, in that interior defense, making guys play within that in-between area outside the perimeter.
Kyrie, there was kind of a saying last year that you guys were at your best when your backs were up. If there was controversy or whatnot, does a 3-game losing streak for the defending champs, does that qualify as controversial or something that demands a response?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want to try to win every single game, so coming out, you know, not necessarily we don't want to drop 3 in a row, but it's happened, and now we figure out where we can get better, you know, things that we need to correct, and we move forward. Obviously, all of us are competitive players. We're winners, and you know, going forward, we just got to be better. But it's no need for controversy or any of that. You know, us us overthinking it. It's just basketball. You gotta go out there and just compete at a high level and do it consistently over a sustained 48-minute game. That's all. And I think right now we're doing it in bits and pieces. We're getting out to a good start in the first quarters. I mean, we're hitting guys, and then you know, sometimes the game can take a shift, but with that, we just got to keep playing and rely on one another.
Simply thinking about just the third quarters in the last two games, is it simply thinking about those right now?
Like I said, it really just comes down to us just correcting our mistakes, especially coming out in the third quarter. It's a big thing for us. I mean, they create a little, you know, teams have created that space, you know, in that point margin where they get out and they have a comfortable kind of lead that they can lean on, and that three-pointer that other guys are shooting and the shots that they're making. It's a difference when it's a 2-point game rather than it's an 11-point game. That three-pointer that guys are thinking about shooting and they're open, or thinking about passing. So for us, we just got to keep the pressure on them and rely on our defense. I mean, that has been our staple. You know, of us winning basketball games, we got to stick to that.
Was there anything during the 13-2 start where you're like, see, our record's really good, but I wish we had with this working better, that would explain the last 3 losses?
What do you mean?
Because obviously you're winning at a rapid rate, but you're like, we should be doing this better, and then that could explain maybe why these 3 losses followed the hot start.
I mean, I don't want to put my hat on anything particular. You know, for us, like I said, we see it for what it is. We dropped our last 3. You know, wide margins of victory between the Bucks and the Clippers, and now we come in tonight. We come into a dogfight. We get into a team where we understand that you know, they're going to be physical with us. They got some great perimeter players, and they live in the paint. You know, we just got to stick to our game plan and execute more or less on the defensive end, and then offensively, including myself, just relying on you know, the pass more and getting into the paint and looking for our shooters. You know, teams are doing a great job of trying to limit shots for myself, Bron, and Kev. You know, they're pre-rotating on the backside, you know, making us give up the basketball. So for us, we just got to trust our teammates a little bit more, and we'll be fine. So.
How are you at 8 assists tonight? Are you still saying you don't think you moved the ball enough?
I mean, you just play with a lot more pace, man. You know, it gets to a point where you know, I'm getting downhill and I feel like I have a shot, but there also could be a better shot. So for me, you know, being you know, I can almost get my shot anytime I want, but those guys are loading up and they're coming weak side and coming at a rapid pace. You know, teams are loading up on myself and Bron and Kevin. So for me, it's just about going over film and seeing where I can find those spots and you know, making my teammates better. That's all.